and it's clean. The people are kind and nice. So that's not bad, is it? South China Hotel. A little bit more about when I make these comparisons as well between Thailand and China, Holland, etc. Some people, they might think that I'm trying to put China in a better way as it is. Well, absolutely not. Because I know in the West how most people are thinking, and I don't blame you, because I had the same before I ever came in China. I had a totally wrong impression about China. And only living here for 4 years, then I know exactly how it is in China. I can see already in some comments, and conversations with people following this channel or something, it's like, it would have even been better to say China is not good. So, if you know what I mean. But I have to be honest, and I don't want to lie to you talking about China. Now, anyway, this is the hotel. As I told you, not very special. It's 4 stars. And it's include breakfast. Coming back what I was talking about, what will I win, to put China in a better daylight as it is. I will not make more subscribers from the West, if you know what I mean. I'm just giving you my honest opinion about, how it really is in China. And also, I have seen some comments and I'm getting wiser and wiser. And it is just because of one reason. The reason is all the fake news. And you know that, the paparazzi, how much they love to make fake news. So yes, it is fake news. It is not real. All the rumors they spread about China. So really, excuse me for saying these kind of things, but I'm living in China now for 4 years, so I know exactly what I'm talking about. I've lived in Thailand for over 4 years, I know what I'm talking about. I lived in Europe for 40 years, and I know Holland, I know England, I know Germany, and for the USA, all I can say is what I see in the news. I had a comment, someone who say there are 10 topics why America is better than China, and I asked him, give me some topics and I will try to defend China. And then he came with killings, murders, and I said, listen, America is the country, even if you are an idiot, you are allowed to carry a gun. And then he say there are more killings in China compared to America. So I googled it and I found out that there are many more people killed every year by gunfights in America. That's good. Very smart, eh? Then you cannot steal something. Then you cannot open it.
Cannot open, but you can take. You make video and the link is new.
Yeah, smart.
Yeah, you see?
Your selfie is in here, no?
Yeah. Beep, beep, beep.
You see that? It's a very good idea. It was funny, I was just having a conversation with a subscriber, and he was talking about, America, and he said, well, he's very happy that there's a kind of a law that you can carry a gun, and just to protect yourself. And I just say, but that's my opinion. If the law would change and say nobody is allowed to carry a gun, then also the bad people don't have a gun, so you don't need a gun to protect yourself. And so many people are okay and having a gun, and then later, for whatever reason, divorce or some other circumstances, they try to shoot around themselves in shopping malls, in schools, churches, and that's the reason why there are so many killings in America. And this is something you don't see here in China, because it is quite easy. You cannot have a gun. Like I say, I know China, and Alina knows China now as well. Even she is Thai, and she knows how it is, the quality of living here in China. You don't have to fear, you don't have to worry that somebody is behind you and having a gun pointed at you. There's no shooting here on the street. And then, when it comes to another hot point, is the death penalty. Some people are very against it, human rights. But let me tell you something, Imagine you have your young daughter and she's being raped and killed by someone, and then they get convicted. According to the law, like in Europe, let me say 12 years. And after good behavior, after 8 years, you leave the prison. You can start your new life, you can start all over. But the parents of this daughter, they can never start over. They've lost her. So this man have the right to start a new life. I don't agree with this. So I think, in these kind of circumstances, if you can do this, if you rape a young girl, if you kill a young girl, I believe that the country where you are, where you live, and for example China, the government has the right that you will never ever do this again, and for that reason there is the death penalty, and I am for. Yes, good job. It won't happen again. I will have, of course, a lot of people who are against me, and I will have a lot of dislikes, but I don't care. This is reality. We are living on this planet, and we all have a meaning, and we can all say how we think about it. And for me, yes, if you have the right to kill someone without any reason or anything, or even if you have a reason, then the government in the country where you reside, for example in China, they have the right to do that to you. So then it won't happen again. Now that is one of the reasons why in China there is so many peace. There are not so many killings as we know in America, for example. Websites or whatever. I totally agree with China. I've seen it, I have my own daughters in Holland, back in Holland. One is 14. Man, if she type sex into YouTube or anywhere else, imagine what this little girl is seeing. Now trust me, the youth here is having a 10 times better education, behavior and respect. Because they cannot see the internet as we can see it. Reason why people are living here in harmony. They love each other. I see the students, how much they like each other. There is never a fight, never ever. In the 4 years that I'm teaching, I never ever have seen a fight in my class. Have a look in YouTube, how many fights there are all over the world in other classes, especially America and Europe. It's unbelievable. They even can kill teachers. So really, trust me, I'm doing this, for you, to show you the real China, and not the China that we know only from the internet, all the bad things. Yes, there are still poor people here, but hey, at least every year they go up. They are doing better and better. They are making more money than the year before. They have better circumstances, better care, better health care. But what do we see in Europe? What do we see anywhere else? Everything is getting more expensive. The salaries are staying stable. What health care do we have? Look in Holland, they cut, only cut. Look in Thailand, what they do with the healthcare, cut. Everything you have to pay by yourself now. So, that's it, I want to keep it here. I'm enjoying my life. And again, you can always comment, you can always ask me questions. I'm not faking, I'm not lying to you. I'm not bringing China in a better way as it is, because it won't help my channel at all. It would be, if I would say how bad China is, then I have more subscribers and people who like it. But now they all have the question, is Ryan speaking the truth? Is he lying to us? No, I'm not. You want to see my real life? You want to see that together with Alina? This is real life. We don't have to lie. We don't have to say, oh, China is so beautiful if it is shit. Right?
Yeah.
No, this is real. Look at the workers. Workers are working. That's how we did. We worked very hard. Can you tell me where you see people really hard working in Europe? Can you tell me? They start 7 o'clock in the morning, they finish 9 o'clock in the evening. This is a nation, this is a country who love to work. And be honest, Do you see all those foreigners? Do you think they are fake? No, of course not. They also know that China is much better than they knew before. We are driving the car around for more than 2 weeks. We made over the 2,000 kilometers. Have you seen the police?
No. No.
Did the police stop us?
No.
No. Keep that in mind, eh? This is not a free country. Keep it in mind. And nothing against her country. I love Thailand. My wife is Thai. I love Thailand. But if we drive 2,000 kilometers, how many times are we being stopped by the police already?
Yes, so many.
Many times.
They stop, check many things. Check for what?
Check for what? Huh? It's a Thai lady, eh? Be honest.
Check for what?
Check for what? So, slowly, I know that's true. The real followers, they're starting really to think in a different way in China. And that's all I want to do. Showing you the real China. I don't want to change your mind. I don't want to fake you. I don't want to show the things better than it is. I just want you to see that this channel is showing you real China. That's it. See you in the next one, and that will be more fun.